So, a row between allotment holders in West Yorkshire and one of our councils has ended up in the High Court. More on this now. Kirklees Council are building a new primary school at Clarehill in Edgerton, but they want to level a section of allotments and then change them into playing fields. Opponents say that they've got no right to do this, so they will have their case heard in the High Court very soon. Dara Corcoran is at the location as we speak, so let's catch up with him. What is the lie of the land there, Dara? What's going on?
Hiya, Gail. Good afternoon to you. And it's just sunset right now, sunset in West Yorkshire, and quite pleasant it is too here. From the air, this is a big green square in Huddersfield, but down here on dry land, you can feel the land rising up sharply as you come into the allotments here. Walk on through, and you see all sorts of different takes on how to organise yourself to use your little plot of land. We've got beds lined out with military precision here on the right. We've got sheds in various states of repair, greenhouses encouraging the first shoots of spring even in this weather. Now I'm joined by Debbie Fulconi and Jonathan Adamson, and they are engaged in this battle with the council, who want to gobble roughly half of this allotments area for use in building a school just over the brow of the hill there. And well, they're not happy. This is Debbie here. Debbie, just explain why it's important to keep all of the allotments area.
We think it's vitally important that, there's 34 allotments going. It's for playing fields, not for the school. The school can still be built. There's plenty of space on the other side of the space for playing fields there. Now, we just think that the allotments, they matter to local people. They're part of our community, and they're vitally important for people's mental and social well-being.
Right, and Jonathan, now interestingly, you've got this to the High Court, which means you've really escalated things, Jonathan, and people will be impressed. Sometimes people think they're powerless when they have decisions go against them locally. How did you do it?
First thing, in relation to the powerlessness thing, there must be lots and lots of allotments around here that have gone as a result of people not actually putting up a fight. And the thing that really kind of got me was that the local authorities simply wouldn't engage. So we fed them through the evidence that these were statutory allotments, permanent allotments.
Yeah, they were saying that they're temporary. That was their argument to you, wasn't it?
Exactly. In fact, by combing through all the minutes, the council's minutes, it was clear that they were set up in 1935 as permanent allotments.
Right, I can see lawyers poring over those 2 points of view, so that'll be contentious in the High Court. What else are the council saying here? They're saying that there's no other land available. They've had to take control of this section of the allotments to carry out their plan for the school, including the playing fields, as you said there, Debbie. What's your argument to what they're saying there then, Jonathan?
That's absolute nonsense. We've shown them that the playing fields that they're envisaging for the top area of the allotments can go on the other side of the existing playing fields here, and they will be as near, if not nearer, to the school. The planning of the school doesn't actually take into account the quality of the environment as a whole, which is an urban green space. It's designated as such in the local plan. So we're interested in holding on to that environment as a whole, improving it as a whole, integrating it with the school, keeping as much of it available to the local community as possible.
You're both passionate about green space and having that available to the people of Birkby and Edgerton, and that's at the centre of this. It just seems, though, that we're swapping allotments for playing fields, that's still green space. You just have a completely different take on how to do it from the council. Yeah. Is there a way forward here where everybody can be happy?
There could have been if the council had engaged properly. So we've been through the consultation process right from the beginning. They haven't engaged at all, apart from ticking boxes. They haven't answered letters. They haven't addressed the evidence. They haven't thought through the alternatives.
It has to go to the High Court. And are you going to go to London, Debbie, to see that?
Absolutely. I think we can win this.
Yeah.
It'll be a win.
Come March or April anyway, it'll be heard in the High Court on a one-day hearing, you understand. Thanks both for joining me in the cold here.
Okay.
But what is a pleasant evening in Huddersfield, and a very interesting small person against the big person battle, Gail.
Absolutely, Dara. Thank you very much indeed for that. hopefully we'll find out what goes on. Song a bit of Michael Jackson and Billie Jean. And then I think we can wrap up the old totally random television theme tune, although it's not totally random, of course. It's connected to yesterday's, which was University Challenge. If you're still playing along, this is the bit. Do feel free to get in touch.